I date me, motherfucker.
I'm Amy with a Y.
And I'm Amy with an I.
And you're listening to I Date Me, the show where the two Amy's talk some shit about old bachelors from other times. We're still, honestly, you guys, we're still working on this intro. I promise.
You talk shit. I'm genuinely interested in what these guys have to say and who they are.
You're still looking for love. Unlike me, I've been married for a long time, but we still need to find you a good man.
I was looking for love even when I was married. That's the problem.
It's never wrong to look for love.
Exactly.
I mean,
keep your
you never know who you're going to meet. Yeah, you can leave people at any time. It's totally cool. So,
people are always on notice. Like, I'm always on the market for a new friend.
Listen, I couldn't find somebody better than you. It's just know that.
All you have to do is go shopping, I'm sure. Just go to the local Costco. Whoever is dick nosing it, you're like, there you go.
Oh my God.
My new co-host.
Dick nosers. I took my son to the clinic the other day for a pre-operative physical, and I didn't even notice it, but he noticed at least three fucking patients were dick nosing it. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, I feel really uncomfortable right now. I'm in a medical clinic. Yeah. And these people can't even learn how to wear their mask correctly. Like, he's a teenager and he knows how to wear a fucking mask correctly. Get your shit together, people. Wear your fucking masks. That's not what this show is about, but...
I went into Walmart on purpose last week, and there was this lady who was wearing a mask that was one of the ones that you can toggle how tight it is, and it was so loose that it was, like, hanging down, and she was on the phone just blah, blah, blah,
Jesus
blah, blah.
Fucking
and it was,
Christ.
like, hanging down below her mouth and her nose, like, just hanging like a chin strap. And I was glaring at her the whole time. I have not been. And my partner was elbowing me. He's like, "Don't pick a fight in Walmart." I'm like, if it happens, it happens. I'm like glaring at her. I'm like, that bitch.
I have not been inside of a store in months because every place that does pickup, I just buy the shit online
to my front door because I'm going to be an ad for a second. Okay. They started Walmart Plus here, which is it's like $13 a month. Mm-hmm. It's free delivery. And it's the same as when you do the grocery pickup at Walmart where it's $35 minimum. Mm-hmm. So I just order groceries.
Holy shit.
And it literally comes to my front door. They put it on my porch and I get a text saying your groceries are there.
That is so worth $13 a month.
I just give them a tip. It's a recommended tip. I'm like, sure, I'll give them $5. Totally. Mm-hmm. It's worth... Yeah, and I end up ordering groceries like a couple times a week because, you know...
Yeah, me too.
And so it's so much nicer. But I went into the Walmart on purpose because... Walmart has these spicy chips that I'm addicted to, and they are not out for delivery. So if I want those chips, I have to go inside the store.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
So
come on, Walmart, get your shit together.
I've been trying to get like the other flavors to see if it would appease me, the spicy guacamole, the chili lime. No, I like the scorching hot Walmart brand tortilla chips, and they are not available for delivery in my area. So
we are fucking Americans.
In the store. We deserve. Go in the store and they're right there. Melatonin isn't either. So if I want to drug my kids, which obviously I do.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I want to drug your kids too. I mean, jeez. I just ordered spray paint from Ace Hardware, and I'm going to make my husband pick it up on his way home
and show your ID.
No, which is weird because in person there is a law in person that you have to show your ID when you're buying spray paint.
Yeah,
but I guess it must not apply.
You have to go to the locked cabinet and act like you're buying like a gun. It's freaking spray paint. I'm like, I'm buying spray paint to spray paint an outdoor chair. Like, this is ridiculous.
Oh, you can buy a gun way easier. Like, it's, you know.
Especially in Texas.
God forbid you might huff that spray paint.
It's basically issued to you by law. Like, I just haven't picked mine up yet, but I'm sure I'm issued a gun at some point.
I'm sure
a horse.
They're both sitting there waiting for you to pick them up.
I think the horse is learning to use the gun because I'm not utilizing either one of them. So.
Maybe they're at Walmart and you can get them delivered through your subscription.
I mean, not the Walmart I went to for my chips because that's not a super Walmart. It's just the grocery store.
Okay.
You know, the ones that are putting all the small businesses out of business because capitalism
we have a
sucks?
super mall. Yeah, we have a super Walmart.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah. So I loathe Walmart.
I do too.
I loathe it.
But they deliver to my front door. So they win.
I am currently on SNAP benefits, much like a ton of the country who has lost their jobs and what they used to call food stamps. The only place in America, well, at least in Minnesota, authorized to do drive-up, like pick-up, using SNAP benefits is Walmart. So they are the only Walmart and Amazon are the only two companies where you can use your SNAP benefits online. Those are the only two.
Does Amazon do groceries in your area?
No, but they do. They will ship you like I buy all my hot tea and the pantry stuff. I can buy hot tea.
So they do grocery deliver here, and it's within 2 hours because it's like Prime.
Yeah,
and
that's nice.
But they go to Whole Foods, so I could spend $35 through there and get 3 items, or I can go $35 through Walmart and get 12 items. Like it's.
Like, I know I'm contributing to the problems.
Deal.
Like, Amazon and Walmart.
I'm actively an Amazon member. I'm a
They're
Walmart
fucking
member.
evil. I get it. I may or may not have just bought a robot vacuum because yesterday was Prime Day. I'm just saying. I may or may not have done that.
I need one.
So I will get some video and show you. It's going to be amazing. My cats are going to be terrified. It's going to be fantastic.
Yes, when I get my house, I will get a robot vacuum.
I was going to talk it over with my husband, like, this is a bigger purchase. Maybe I should discuss it with him. But then it was late at night, and I was on the phone looking at it, and it was Prime Day, and it was like, this ends in 2 hours. You got to buy it now. And I'm like,
see, and I have a moisturizer sitting in my cart. I'm like, do I get it or do I not?
I have that kind of stuff in my cart, too. Where I have this really good...
Because it's normally $20, and it's on sale for $13.
Right.
And I'm like... Because it's the age-defying anti-wrinkle.
Oh, you need all that shit. All the smoke and mirrors that come with it. I totally get it.
Oh, my God. Once you hit over 27.
I've got my powder foundation, Jane Iredale, which is my favorite makeup brand. I bought one of the refills last night because it was on sale for Prime Day. And
see, you get it. And then
like
in my shower routine is like the microdermabrasion scrubby, like basically peeling off the first 6 layers of my skin.
You gotta do all that shit. It's getting ridiculous. You guys just stay young. That's my advice. Anyway, bachelors, you want to talk about some bachelors? Stay young
and don't have kids and fuck these dudes.
Don't have kids and fuck this first one is so fuckable. Oh,
I'm so
did you look at the picture of this guy?
His name Artie. He's throwing cards.
He appears to be a magician. So.
And is he making them float?
I think so. He looks very sassy about it in his picture, so he's very pleased with himself. This is Arthur, and Arthur is from New Jersey.
He goes by Artie.
Which his handwriting's not great. I mean,
my handwriting's not great.
Most people don't have great handwriting anymore because you don't have to write. But this was back in the 90s, dude. I mean, you would have gotten a 1970s, 1980s education where you still had to learn cursive and practice it, and, like, that's the best you got is just Artie. The next guy has a much better signature. Anyway. So, So, again, a little off topic, but I will get back on track. My son just got his driver's permit, and he has to put his signature on it. And he's like, what do I do for a signature? I have no idea.
Oh, that's always fun when you can come up with your own style.
I'm like, I said, you get to figure out whatever you want to do. And he basically made it just 2 lines. I'm like, perfect. That's what I do too. Make it super simple. As long as you're always using the same thing, it doesn't fucking matter. So, good times. Anyway, Arthur from New Jersey. Oh my God, this first sentence is amazing. As fast as you can say abracadabra, you can get to know this kind, considerate New Jersey native. Are there any New Jersey natives that are kind and considerate?
Not that I know of.
I mean, the only ones I know are assholes, so maybe there are some out there. Born and raised in West Orange, this 32-year-old Aquarius with a BA in communications is a professional magician. So he's got a BA in communications, but is a professional magician. Okay, got it.
That means unemployed, right?
I think so. Although
it's the same thing as being a music producer, like the guy that's stalking at Walmart at night. You're like, you're not a music producer.
Well, to be fair, this guy clearly had a professional photo taken.
Yes.
Because it was harder to do these kinds of photos back in the 90s. You couldn't just get a phone app and slap your face onto it. So he had to have someone take this picture and do the lighting and, so he's probably doing kids' birthday parties or something. I don't know. Maybe he's
on purpose?
Really into kids. I don't know. We'll find that out later. Here we go. Okay. So, I've been doing magic since Dad bought me a set at 5. I do children's birthday parties.
Yep, there you go.
I swear I didn't read ahead. I do children's birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, sweet 16s, any type of parties. I also do a lot of work.
Hate their parents after that.
The kids are traumatized. They fucking hate magic now. I also do a lot of work for celebrities. Oh, Jesus Christ, Amy. Oh my God. Wait for it. His celebrity.
Okay.
I interned on The Cosby Show, and I've done a couple of commercials. So, personal friend of Bill Cosby, right here. The ultimate...
That name drop didn't age well.
It really did not. These days, you would not want to put that in there. Nobody wants you to be friends with Bill Cosby. You're looking more and more rapey by the second. I'm just saying. So, let's see. Bill Cosby, worked for him, did some rapey stuff. I love performing and learning about magic. I get to meet a lot of interesting people. The good, the bad, the pretty, the ugly. I meet everybody. I do a lot of work for the Giants. I'm a diehard Giants fan. What? He's just throwing out the New York Giants that he works for the... What does that even mean? And he doesn't follow up on it. He just says, I do a lot of work for the Giants. Okay. I studied under Slidini, the greatest close-up magician in the world, and took care of him until the day he died. I feel like this guy is really way too braggy. Like, do you feel like that? Like, even if he did or does all of these things, he is bragging way too much about it. Like, this guy is going to talk about nothing but the work he does for the Giants and Bill Cosby when you go out to dinner. He's just... You're going to hear everything. He's never going to ask you what you do for a living or anything because he doesn't care. He wants to tell you about magic and Bill Cosby. You know, could be fun.
It's annoying.
Whoever Slidini is, apparently the greatest close-up magician in the world. Whatever. He was a magician.
I'm pretty sure that's Teller, honestly. But,
yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Probably, yeah. So this next one is worded a little strangely, but it says, he was a magician's magician and was on HBO in the Dick Cavett Show. So I assume that means Slidini, not Arthur. Slidini was the guy on HBO on the Dick Cavett Show. Arthur was not.
Are we going to date Slidini? Because I'm in.
I mean, it sounds like he's dead, but he can do magic.
His picture and signature.
He can do magic, so...
I mean, obviously that doesn't stop me. You've heard the people that Nikki and I were talking about a couple of weeks ago.
Yes. I mean, quality
I was
people.
like, I think he's dead. Maybe not. I don't care. I'm still in.
Doesn't matter. You know, if you have enough money, I don't care. Mm-hmm. So, I met him when I was 17. I was very fortunate to have known and worked with him. As Artie speaks, it's hard to miss a decidedly New York twang in his incredibly sweet, kind, and considerate nature. What the fuck is a New York twang? Twang is reserved for Southern accents. You do not use the word twang to describe any other accent.
People from New Jersey don't sound like they're from New York. They sound like they're from Jersey. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a very distinct accent. It's like Boston is not New York.
No.
It's different.
Jersey is like the trailer trash of New York kind of thing. Yes. Like that's the difference, is that the New Yorkers
it's like all British accents aren't Cockney.
No, not at all.
You hear a Cockney twang in the inside the halls of the Queen's cabin? No, you don't.
Absolutely not. And I just want to go back and say that I know that trailer trash probably is a frowned upon term now, but I just don't care. I used to live in a trailer,
that's
so
my
I get to say
entire
it.
Side of the family, like my dad's side of the family. So I own
same.
It.
My dad's too.
I'm 50% like white trash.
Oh, absolutely, me too. At least 50% white trash.
Depends on if my horse learns to use the gun or not, because that'll definitely tip the scale. If I have a gun-toting horse, you're gonna be totally
white
legit. Trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's see. This guy was raised right. I have great parents, he says. They're my best friends. They gave me a lot of opportunities. He probably lives in his parents' house. Asked to describe himself.
Well, they have basements there, so he lives in their basement. So at least that's
you can't blame him. I mean, you gotta save money. The 90s
my kids could stay with me forever, but when I tell them that, they're like creeped out. I'm like, never leave me.
I told my oldest son that too, and he was like, okay, Mom.
They're like, fuck off.
Yeah, I'm not interested. So, let's see. Asked to describe himself. he said, even though I'm outgoing when I perform, I can be shy. There's the fucking shy word again. Oh my god.
Yeah, it takes a special woman to draw me out.
Mm-hmm. I'm romantic, affectionate. I have a good sense of humor and a cache of silly jokes. Okay, the fact that you use the word cache like that and your picture tell me that you don't have a good sense of humor.
He's as funny as an accountant.
Yes, very much so. And he's got that very serious magician face in his photo.
The thing that I can't remember what I was going to say.
Yeah, who cares? Oh. Probably wasn't that interesting, I'm sure.
It was a gem. It was like the funniest thing I've ever.
Probably was, and now nobody's going to get to hear it. And
God damn it!
Delightful
3 a.m. I'm going to be like, Sam's tonight.
Yep.
Oh, so close.
Let's see. Okay. Pressed for more, he said, "It's hard talking about yourself. What do you think? I'm a magician." Wait, what? It's hard talking about yourself. What do you think? I'm a magician? Oh, it's a joke. I get it. Okay.
He's being funny.
That's the sense of humor right there.
We got jokes.
What do you think? I'm a magician? He laughs. I think I'm very down to earth. I'm sensitive, caring, and I never judge a book by its cover.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Is any guy who describes himself as shy, it's almost like a manipulation. Like, then you have to kind of run the conversation and yes.
Just another way to get women to have to do
there are people that
labor.
are genuinely shy because out in the real world and not in front of a microphone all by myself, I'm actually a shy person. But I don't go around describing myself as I'm shy. I'm
so
just
the term
quiet.
Shy is now also outdated and bad, apparently, which I did not know, but my brother sent me a whole thing on this a while ago because he's very introverted and his kids are very introverted, and when you tell someone they're shy, it's like it's basically the whole world expects everybody to be extroverted and we value extroverts more than introverts. Which, oh my...
As we should.
Fucking God, Shoo-Shoo. My cat just jumped up here and she's covered in actual
As we
dirt.
Should, because they'll run the world. Well, no, the thing is most people aren't necessarily extroverted. There's extroverted introverts that are faking it.
Yeah, like you.
Like me.
Totally. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I've just heard shy is frowned upon. I don't care because I'm not shy, so I never use the word.
Well, it depends for me. It depends on my alcohol level and my comfort level.
I will walk into a room and walk right up to anybody in there and start talking to them unless they're super creepy looking, and you will hear my whole life story. So,
well, I chat with people.
Get ready.
But I usually my chatting apparently comes across as flirty because I flirt with everybody
because you're talking. I get comes across as flirty. Mine comes across as lecturing.
Numbers. I'm like, I wasn't trying to get your number, person at liquor store, but okay, I'll take it. Okay.
Mine just comes across as lecturing everybody, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that.
I wish I could do that because then people won't freaking slip me their number or
whatever,
or
right?
Hotel key card or whatever. Only once.
I love free hotel stays. Okay, let's see.
I'd already paid for a fucking room, though. It's really annoying.
True. Let's see. I also love animals and share my home with a Cocker Spaniel.
Okay. Who says I hate animals?
I was going to be even meaner and say that a Cocker Spaniel is one of the gayest of the dog breeds, and I'm getting a definite read on Artie here.
Okay, so Cocker Spaniels are very, very sweet. I've had a Cocker Spaniel
me
before.
too. Yes, I had one.
They are very sweet dogs,
adorable.
And they are so dumb.
They really are.
So
I had one
dumb,
with epilepsy.
So sweet. I had a Cocker Lab, a
cock
Labradoodle.
Cock lab? Cocker lab? Lab cock? I like lab cock.
It's probably Labradoodle. But he was a really pretty dog, and he was really sweet. But he died because he chased the UPS truck every single freaking day.
You know what, though? He died doing what he loved. You gotta do what you love. And...
We made that joke. We used to call it the United Puppy Squasher after that because we were terrible children. I was like 11.
I love it. That's fantastic.
But
ours also got hit by a car.
Dumb. We were like, we would put him in the backyard when we knew the UPS truck was coming and everything, and he would like eat his way out just to chase it. And we were like, stay in the freaking backyard, you dumbass.
Ours did the same thing. It got hit by a car, and my brother was like,
you're like
12
these
at
big
the time.
wheels. aren't your friend.
No. My brother was totally traumatized. He was walking around the house going, "Where's Wilson? I can't find him. Where is he?" And my mom and I knew he was dead in the ditch, but we couldn't tell him because we just didn't want to ruin his. But yeah, eventually he had his heart broken.
Ours was Coco. We were like, well,
that's what happens when you chase cars, you know?
Yeah.
Live fast, die young.
My dad, you know, because I was raised by assholes. My dad was like, well, he caught it.
Yep.
Like, finally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what kind of woman Artie wants.
Sorry, he's got a Cocker Spaniel.
Yep. What he's looking for in a woman, besides someone who loves Cocker Spaniels. An awesome personality, he says, because...
I mean, I want someone to be like, look, I want the biggest bitch in the room.
I want a shitty personality.
She's going to lie, cheat, steal...
I want someone with zero personality that just sits there like a fucking wet dishcloth. That's all I want.
That's actually what he wants because he wants to look like the funny one.
That's very true. She'd be kind, sensitive, affectionate, attractive, and someone I can learn from who isn't into head games. I swear to fucking God, Amy, if these men keep talking about head games, I'm going to lose my shit.
He wants someone who isn't into oral.
I guess. That makes sense.
She's not into head jigsaw. I don't know.
I just, like, I know it happens, but how often do you hear your female friends talk about how they want a guy who's not into head games? Like, I'm sure they say it, but it's not the first thing I think about.
I know which of my friends play those games, and they're shitty as fuck, and I know it. I know which they're the ones that are always, like, perpetually single or jumping from relationships. Because I have this one friend that she'll be like, I'm going to send him this text, and then when he responds, I'm not going to respond for 3 days, so he wants me to answer. I'm like, why don't you just fucking talk to him? This is ridiculous.
But, like, the assumption is always that women are all manipulative, crazy bitches, and we're not.
Ask their friends, and they will tell you which ones are. Because I can tell you which one of the people that I know. Do not date, do not date, do not date.
But, like,
crazy. Going
into dating or going into relationship, my first concern is not that the guy is going to
play head games.
Like, that's not.
No, I'm afraid I'm going to get chlamydia and pregnant.
Oh,
that's
totally,
where I'm
100%. Or that he's going to have a really
less
bad
so on the
haircut.
Pregnancy thing, but definitely the chlamydia thing. And
I worry a lot about what they're going to wear. Like, if they have if they just don't care about their appearance at all, or if they care too much about their appearance. There's this fine line that I need to have walked. And I can't describe it.
It's the snazzy casual.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So I found out later that my partner was very particular. He's very particular about his clothes. He's very particular. But he was like really anxious about because he likes pearl snap button shirts. And he was like, which pearl snap button shirt to wear on his first date with me.
Oh my God.
Like,
wow.
And now I'm like, which one did you wear? He's like, I don't fucking know. He's like, one of them.
Jeez.
Meanwhile, now we both work from home and boxers
just
all day.
Pajamas all the time. I totally get it.
Pajamas if we're lucky.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Age really doesn't matter. I like assertive and outgoing, but if she's shy, that's okay. We'll draw each other out. Whatever. I want a woman who's not materialistic, just very nice and thoughtful. You know what?
Oh, so he wants her to give him gifts.
I guess. Like, what's wrong with materialistic? I like material items. They comfort me. Fuck you. Anyway. I'm the type of person who will give the shirt off my back. Standing 5'8", with brown hair and a twinkle in his hazel eyes, he wants to date somebody and become friends first. Okay. I'm willing to I'm willing to give my whole heart and soul. Friends say he's always thinking of others and definitely isn't self-centered. I feel like that's... If you add the word definitely to the front of that, I feel like he probably is really self-centered.
I'm definitely not lying to you here.
Like, his friends are protesting a little too much about his self-centeredness. Spare time finds Artie enjoying shows, movies, racquetball, amusement parks, and ethnic foods. He feels
What does ethnic foods mean?
Well, in Minnesota, it means tacos.
Which ethnicity?
Which we're having tonight, and that's
like, are we talking about food. Like, is he eating Ethiopian food? Is he eating Greek food? Or is it like
all of that shit?
Walking on the wild side and
spaghetti.
having like
Spaghetti is ethnic food. I mean...
He's in Jersey. That is his ethnicity.
That's true. His name is Artie. I mean... Okay. Oh, wait.
I'm surprised he didn't mention his mom.
I know. He feels no need to change what life handed him. I figure we're all dealt a deck of cards and we've got to play them to the fullest. Religion? I'd like to marry someone Jewish, but I won't close the door. Happiness is what's important. He doesn't really say he's Jewish. He says he wants to marry someone who's Jewish.
Well, for his mom.
Yeah.
So actually, he doesn't sound like a terrible guy.
But that doesn't play well for the show.
Well, no.
We need to make fun of...
Well, I think we should put a bookmark on Artie for me for later.
Okay. I mean, it says he's 32 here, but he looks younger than 32 if you ask me.
This was also like 10 years ago, so...
This was like 30 years ago. So...
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't know if he'll age well, because most people don't.
No.
I know I am not.
I'm falling apart.
He's kind of adorable.
I'm totally falling apart. Let's see. Wants a Jew at that part. He prefers not relocating because of family and business, but dating a homemaker or career woman with or without kids isn't a problem. So he'll date literally any woman. Is that what he's saying?
Old or young, short or tall, with or without kids.
Personality or no, I don't care. Yeah. It's fine.
Well, he literally said extrovert or introvert.
Jewish, Christian, whatever. Let's see.
Do you believe in Jesus or not? I'm good. Yeah. We'll negotiate.
So, last thoughts. If they don't like magic, they won't like me. And then it says, we can't imagine anyone not liking Artie.
That right there excluded 85% of the population that doesn't like magic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so I will go to a show and watch magic, but I'm not going to date the magician. Let's be real.
No. I love a good magic show.
He's not going to be like, where'd your panties go? I'm like, fucking give them back, dude. Just...
I love a good magic show, but I guess I don't think of magicians as normal people. I don't even know if that's the right way to say it. That's not someone I'm going to be like, there was something about that card trick that made me want to see what you look like over breakfast. Yeah, and I feel like they're just going to be constantly...
on?
Trying to pull a card out from behind your ear or that kind of shit. And it would just get old after a while. Like, if you could do the kind of magic where you make me dinner and I don't have to do anything...
If you could vacuum
I'm okay with that.
Living room without me asking...
That would be blown away. Magical.
If I got off work and the dishes were unloaded from the dishwasher... Oh my god,
I wouldn't even believe it. I'd think there was wizardry at work, because that just never happens.
Yeah. I date me, motherfucker.
I just texted my husband 3 times, and he has not replied yet. I think he is trying to avoid going to the hardware store to pick up my spray paint. But whatever. Here we go. Chuck. Chuck is our next guy. He's from New York.
Okay, because Artie was... Actually, it didn't really work for the show because Artie was delightful.
Yeah, he was too fun. So maybe Chuck will be a giant asshole. He's definitely not the best looking. I mean...
No,
Chuck's got a weird little picture here, standing outside of a house. With a very, very 90s shirt on. Just very, very average.
Chuck looks like the divorced math teacher you all had in high school.
Oh my god, he does.
He has like the receding hairline a little bit. He has the long button shirt with the little pot belly.
That is the perfect
and he talks
description.
About his he talks about his divorce kind of sadly, and he gets a little tear in his eye, and you're like, oh, she fucked him over.
Yep. He's got the khaki
And he talks about his kids
on.
That he hasn't seen in like 6 weeks because...
Wait. Is this guy... He is holding his jacket over his shoulder.
Of course he is.
It was hard to see at first because it's a black and white picture.
Because it doesn't quite fit him anymore because of his belly?
He's clearly posing for this picture and holding his jacket over his shoulder like a cool guy, apparently. I don't get
But it's not even done right. Like, he's not actually holding it. It's just draped halfway over his body.
And because of the shadows in the picture, it just really makes it look like he's got a bigger belly.
And then the sun's in his eyes, so he's squinting and smiling.
Not good, dude. You could have done much better on this picture. Anyway. At least he's got good handwriting. Bright, attractive, well-traveled, and articulate are a scant few of the superlatives that can be applied to this 31-year-old Leo.
He's been to Massachusetts.
I love all the big words in here, and I don't... We haven't established yet if these guys write their own bios or if somebody else writes them. I kind of get the
feeling that they're being interviewed by someone.
But
the lady that interviews them, I think she kind of has a half crush on all of them.
You think so?
Because she called the serial killer sparkling personality.
I think she's just having fun with her job, and she knows these guys are all total losers, but she's trying to see just how incredible she can make them sound or something. I don't know.
Okay, that's a shinier.
It could be fun. Who knows?
Okay.
That's why you would put a word like superlatives into a sentence about dating. So, also talented, he's very musically inclined. Playing piano at 5, he now plays the trombone, trumpet, and keyboards. Gratefully, I have my own home. Gratefully, I have my own home.
I mean, I get it.
No complaints from the neighbors, he says, laughing. Okay. A homeowner. Right. That's cool. But that does... I mean, if he were the divorced math teacher, he'd probably live in an apartment, though.
Oh, yeah. Know. So that's just the way his look. That's the vibe I'm getting. But he might not actually...
Well, we'll find out.
Maybe he's never convinced anyone to divorce him yet.
Could be. Living in Rochester, he was born on Long Island. An only child, Chuck says he had a great childhood. Since I was musical, I had the opportunity to tour the Far East with an orchestra at 15, and my family also traveled a lot. It's kind of carried over into adulthood. Okay, I mean...
That's cool.
Sounds fun. I've been to 42 of the 50 states. One of my goals is to explore them all, but it's more exciting sharing it with the right person. A 6'1", blue-eyed blonde, Chuck makes his living as a transportation engineering manager. So bus driver? Is that?
No.
Transportation engineering manager.
I don't think it's a bus driver.
I don't know what that means.
Maybe he works for the rail station?
Works on the old-timey railroad. Works for the Amtrak. I have no idea. I want an old-timey railroad man. That would be an interesting person to date. Okay, let's see.
Okay, let me see what a transportation engineering manager means.
I work with...
Keep going.
He describes it right after this, so if I hadn't been such a giant
they do traffic
bitch...
patterns. Traffic patterns.
I work with municipalities when they want to change roads and developers when they want to build them. I do the planning...
they do
so
traffic.
He's the guy standing out in the road with the survey equipment, watching everybody drive by. Okay. That makes sense.
Or they're the ones that, like, if, they have those red lights that are super long, and so they come out and they change it. Or, when they change, like, the flow of traffic, because we do, like, bypasses, because I live in kind of a rural area of a big city, and they do a lot of bypasses, like, the business route or whatever.
Sure. Yeah, we do that.
So he's the one that signs those papers from his math teacher desk.
It says... I do the planning studies showing them how traffic will be affected. I feel like there's math involved with that.
It's lots of numbers. It's kind of true. Yes. No, it's lots of numbers.
What roads need to be put in, and I also do marketing for the company. Okay. Why would you need to... Whatever.
I wonder if businesses actually petition for certain roads to be built in certain areas.
Could be.
Or if there was a light here, my CVS would get way more business or whatever,
Private contractor with the government somehow. I don't... Whatever. He earned a BS from Cornell University in civil engineering and his master's in marketing. Okay. He's candid.
Why is he a road engineer? Transportation engineer?
I don't know. Well, civil engineering, that's...
I guess.
Why get the master's in marketing, though? Marketing sucks. Get your master's in something else. I'm just making a blanket statement.
Unless you do social media marketing, because that's the new
There was no social media back in 1996.
You know what?
Maybe
negativity.
Maybe he was a forward thinker. I don't know.
Maybe. That's what I'm saying, is if he had thought forward.
Maybe he invented social media and he's super rich.
Because didn't he realize that where they're going, you don't need roads? Didn't he watch the documentary about the future?
Oh my god. Okay. He's candid, enthusiastic, intelligent, and outgoing. The only time I'm shy, he says, laughing, is when I meet someone I'm attracted to. So he's only shy sometimes. He's not an all-the-time shy person.
I actually understand that.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that kind of a very human experience, though? Like,
yeah. Well, or you're like me and you're quiet all the time unless you're attracted to someone. Then you're like blah 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 blah, like nonstop, just constant,
just making a total fool of yourself.
Chatter, asking about their blood type, asking what size shoe they wear. Like it doesn't matter
if they still have both their kidneys.
I'm very interested in that.
You need to know these things
after the blood type question.
Let's see. Okay, so
a fun date. Let's go see if our blood's compatible. No reason.
Does not say if he's got 2 kidneys or not. Talking to him, it's hard not to like him. He's got a boyish charm that's disarming and a strength that comes from his heart. I'm a very caring person. I'm understanding, down-to-earth, versatile, positive, and hardworking. I have a good sense of humor. I'm stable, reliable, I love my job. The opportunities and rewards it provides. Basically, it's a great life. So then, why are you looking to change it, Chuck? I mean, you don't need a woman.
He wants to get laid,
Come on, you're fine. You don't need a woman.
He is very, very happy financially and socially, but in his pants, he is
unhappy.
There is something missing.
Yeah. He's got the pants of a math teacher and needs to
He's got the pants
get that figured out. So.
A middle school math teacher. They're not even teaching algebra yet.
No. I'd like to be sharing the experience with a special woman, someone who's my equal, down to earth. Wait, what? Someone who's my equal, down to earth, with aspirations for her life. The way that they worded this and where they put a hyphen is very strange. Someone fun-loving between 22 and 35. Okay, wait, how old are you?
I mean, that's
31.
Really... He's 31, so that 22?
22 is a little low. I would have preferred 25 to 35.
Yeah, that's better range.
That would have made me feel a little better.
And so, I know you haven't been in the dating world.
In like 5 decades.
I tried dating people, or I didn't date anyone, but I tried talking to people, like 27 even. I can't.
I feel like they're not... You wouldn't have a ton in common.
Like 31 was as low as I could go. And then I made the mistake of making the range to 51. And there is definitely a generational gap. Like, I told you about this. There was this guy that was like, I only check my messages once a day when I'm on my PC. It's an app. Download it. It automatically sends the messages to your phone. But he told me, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do any of that.
Did he ask you for help with the computer? Because that would be a turnoff for me.
Okay, I'm kicking myself. This guy owned 3 businesses and like 4 houses.
Oh, you made a mistake.
Really liked me. Like, really liked me. But it was really hard for me because he wasn't just one of those older gentlemen who are willing to stay on top of the times. He was so stuck in his ways, and I could tell that already. Just over I talked to him on the phone a couple times, and we chatted a couple times, and I couldn't do it because he was like barely 51, and I couldn't do it.
No, I don't. People who just flat out say I don't do computers, or like they're just
That's
like,
what he
nope,
said.
I refuse.
He was like, I'm basically a Luddite. I'm like, okay.
That drives me nuts. Like, you live in a world where computers exist.
This is the entire world.
It's okay to say that you don't care for, like, you find it challenging or you don't like it, but just to put your foot down and be like, fuck you, I don't do computers.
Because of the 3 businesses and 4 houses. But I just couldn't.
4 houses, though?
Well, he'd flipped them. He'd sold them. He'd rented out some. And
I would... Maybe I could put up with it for that much house.
He wasn't that cute either. I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
And he called me. He really liked me. Because, I mean, obviously, I'm 27.
Who wouldn't? Yeah.
And adorable.
You're in the prime of your life.
I actually really am.
Well, 27.
Except for my skin.
27 will do that, too.
We've already talked about that.
Okay, let's see.
I'm in that 27 to 42 range.
Somewhere in the middle there. It's
somewhere over there.
A close friend.
But yeah, I couldn't do it.
Okay, so let's see. He looks for... Okay. Someone fun-loving between 22 35, intelligent. I like the dummies, personally. That's just me, though.
I'm a big fan of the dumbos. Someone who's independently wealthy.
Real dum-dum. Self-assured, attractive, caring, level-headed, and not afraid to look silly at times and laugh at herself. I love how they all just sandwich the attractive in between all of the other words so they don't look like they're totally
At least he doesn't do what, like, some of the other guys is like 36, 24.
Must
36.
have perfect natural blonde hair that is 17 inches long, and wear a headband.
That one guy, I think it was in my book, in the Texas book, who was like 110 pounds.
Yeah.
What?
Lower
like she can't even eat
standards.
anything because, like, you get on a scale after you eat and you've gained 2 pounds because you ate a whole fucking steak.
If you want a woman who's 110 pounds, what you're really saying is I want a child, and that's just creepy. Don't do that. Let's see. Here we go. Look silly, laughter. I look for great communication, passion, and romance in a relationship. A close friendship, a deep mutual trust, and a sharing, caring, learning, loving, and growing experience that two people share. Too many words.
Those are all words. Good job.
Too many words.
This whole thing where people are like, I want someone who's going to share and care and whatever. But the one that bothers me the most is everybody says romantic. Mm-hmm. You know as well as I do, romance is a sham. Mm-hmm. Like, if someone is overly romantic, I don't trust them.
It's a red flag. Oh, yeah.
I don't trust them.
Those people are the ones that turn out to be abusive. Just saying. Like, watch out for the people with the overt grand romantic gestures. That is a red flag. Don't do that.
He's going to control you financially, emotionally, mentally.
Romance is a very subjective word. It means different things.
Like, every now and then, if someone, like we talked about before, does your dishes, that's more romantic than flowers. Let's be absolutely honest. And so if someone says romantic, what guys are saying is they want someone who will have sex with you in front of the fireplace on a Tuesday night.
Right.
But what women are saying is they want the flowers and candles and whatever, but that's fake. That's not real life.
No, I don't give a shit.
I mean, it's fun every now and then, like on your anniversary, flowers, sure, why not?
Yeah.
But on like a Tuesday night,
I just want the
you will get sex in front of the fireplace if you do the fucking dishes.
If I just don't have to walk around a goddamn house where everything's just in the fucking way all the time. Like,
there you go.
My stress level would be so decreased if somebody would just take the fucking garbage out. That's all I want. Just, like,
if you eat chips on the couch, just vacuum the cushions later.
I'm about to make a sign. This is a true story. I'm about to make a sign to put in my bathroom right over the garbage can that says, "Have you heard the good news? You can empty the garbage too." It turns out anybody can empty the bathroom garbage. It doesn't have to be me. It's so weird. And just see if anybody bites.
The trash out of the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
It does. I am.
Yeah.
The kitchen, everybody will do that because it's right there in the kitchen. But the bathroom?
I still end up doing the kitchen one, too. It's constantly that game of how much garbage can overflow before someone snaps and has to take it out.
We live in an apartment and we pay for garbage valet. It's mandatory. It's part of my lease. Mm-hmm. We tried to get out of it because the dumpster is not far, but we pay for garbage valet. Mm-hmm. All you have to do is set the trash, tie the bag right outside the door. And it's like twisting my children's arms just to get them to set it outside. It's like 15 feet tops.
Yeah.
It's right outside the door and it just magically disappears. They come about 9 o'clock every night and it magically disappears. Trash is gone.
Yeah.
As many bags as you put out. I could put 4 bags out. All of it's gone.
Nice.
Come on.
Yeah, we have to, I mean, to be fair.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
We do have to walk ours down one flight of 5 steps out the garage door because the dumpster is like right there. But that's still a lot of work, and I get it. I totally get it. And putting that new bag in is an entirely new chore.
That's the thing that no one can do. Yeah. They'll just leave it empty, and then they'll just stack the trash on the counter next to it. I'm like, come on.
See, here's what I do. So I'll take it out, and then I'll leave it empty. I won't put the next bag in. I'll just wait and see who does it.
I don't either.
Because I'm like...
I do the same thing.
Look, I took it out. Someone else can fucking put it in. It's obvious what needs to be done here. Put in a bag.
Someone's in the kitchen. I'm like, hey, since you're in there, can you put a new bag in there?
Yeah. Like, it's just do it, guys. Come on. All of your dreams can come true if you just keep a fucking clean house.
Sex will happen in front of the
your life
on a
will be
rug.
so much better if you just
candles
keep
everywhere.
the fucking house clean. So my husband has replied finally, and it's bitching because I should have gone to a different hardware store, but I didn't. So you know what? Fuck you. You have to go to the other one. Okay, so here's looking forward to having a boo. Close friendship, deep caring, blah 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 blah. Sucker for a great smile. Of
course, everybody wants a good friendship too. Honestly, if you don't like the person you're living with,
all of these terms are ridiculous, and they should just be telling.
Well, they're empty. It's empty words.
Like, if you want something that's very unusual, then put that down. But I'm pretty sure everybody wants somebody that's like caring and nurturing and can be a friend and. Like,
no, I want that lady who pretends to like me and then snaps suddenly and then just uses everything I told her against me.
Yeah, that would be great. I want that kind of a woman.
No one wants that.
I'm a sucker for a great smile. I wouldn't matter if she were career-oriented or home-oriented. It's funny that this is in the 90s when that was a bigger deal. Like, you don't as much hear people talk about that now, like if they can tolerate a career woman or not. Because women just all have to have jobs now because the economy is shit. Because
the economy is shit. At least one job.
It's not.
Most people
really
I know have more than one job.
Yeah, you. I mean, there are plenty of stay-at-home moms and dads, but like.
Well, I got off work just now before I came on here, and they were giving me list of work to do, and I told her, I was like, I get off at 3 unless there's overtime, and she was like, no, sorry, there isn't. I'm like, bummer, bye.
Yep.
I was like, Yep. I was like, I gotta go to my second job then. And I just left.
Okay, so... God damn it.
I don't really care.
Still fucking around with my text message here. Because here's the other thing, men. If you learn how to follow directions, then...
Chuck is really boring, and he wants a really boring person. But he says romance because basically he wants someone who will just take care of him.
I mean...
That's what I hear now.
That's what all men want,
romance,
isn't it?
I hear mommy.
I
want mommy.
All men truly just want someone to take care of them. That's the conclusion I have come to anyway.
The problem us women fall into, the pattern that we fall into is we take care of them. We do it. We step up, we take care of them, we do all the things, we take the trash out, we do the dishes, we, have the sex on the rug or whatever that they're wanting. And then when something happens to us, we sit there and we're like, okay, my turn. And they're like, where's my blowjob? Like, why am I not being taken care of anymore? I'm like, but I literally just broke both my arms and legs.
But there's a new Call of Duty out, and I really need to get on that if I'm going to get good at it. So, yeah. Anyway.
Exactly. So basically, men, don't be selfish twats.
Quit being such men, Just stop manning it up.
If you could not make us all step up and be your mommy.
If you could quit telling me that your mom, that you really like your mom's hot dish more than my hot dish, like...
Move the fuck back in with her.
Just go get her... To be fair, I have said that to my husband before. Go move back in with your mom if you like her cooking. And he's never criticized anything I've done or made. He just, every once in a while would make a comment like, this is really good, but maybe next time you should put this on it. Like, that's what my mom always does. And I'm like, then go fucking live with your mom. And then he doesn't say it again the next time.
Mommy,
so, yeah.
Instead of mom.
I'm not your goddamn
mommy. To really
mommy.
show how you feel. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, what's he learned from past relationships? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, wait. I think I missed something.
Did he get good?
He's looking for... Fine. Okay. I missed the religion. Okay, it wouldn't matter if she were career-oriented or home-oriented. If the match was right, we'd adapt either way. Religion? It's not been a big part of my life, but I respect the beliefs of others. Okay.
Liar.
Whatever. He's looking forward to having
prays to Mecca, a certain number of times a day, he's going to have a problem.
I feel like if religion's not a big deal to you, you're lying to yourself. Like, if you are religious... It should be a big deal to you. It's a big deal. Like, it's a big deal. You want the other person. If you're not religious, and if you're not,
it should be a big deal.
Yes.
Because you don't want someone to ultimately,
as an atheist, I do
raise
not
your children in religion if you're an atheist.
I do not want the person I am with to be a Catholic.
Like, I see people that I know that are married to people that are religious that are atheist, and it's a struggle.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's like being a Democrat married to a Republican.
Like 100%, that was on my profile. I'm like, I'm not religious. If you have a problem with that, do not respond to me.
Yeah. Well, and I would
Can't
just
tell you how many Christians that were trying to save my soul.
I feel like I would have a problem with it because I would be constantly judging the person for being religious. Like, I would just turn into an even bigger bitch than I am already.
Yeah.
And
I had so many guys message me. They're like, it's not a big deal for me. I'm like, I don't believe in Jesus.
Yeah, but it is
and
for
they're
me.
Like, not a problem. I'm like, God's not real. And they're like, not a problem for me. I'm like, look, I literally do not believe in anything religious. If you talk to me about anything religious, I will mock you. And they're like, well, it's kind of important in my life, so I don't like being mocked. I'm like,
then what are you doing with me?
Unmatched.
Yeah. Go find somebody else.
You're wasting both of our time. I don't, just move on.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. Politics and religion are important in a partner. It's something that you're going to kill each other if you disagree on, so. Okay, let's see. It's not, he's looking forward.
I'm at the point where I can't even handle a libertarian.
Oh my God, no. I just, I'm.
Like, even someone who's like lukewarm, like liberal independent or whatever, I'm like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am very lucky.
There's no agreeing to disagree at this point. Like, do you believe gay marriage should be abolished?
Do you believe children should be in
rights are human rights? Do you believe that Black Lives Matter? Like, these are important life facts.
You need to believe these things or we won't get along.
Move along. Go find your nice, sweet, shy, romantic girl over there.
We'll just giggle politely and make you pies, I guess.
Not her. Yes, my smiling face may look like that.
So devious.
No, I'm not going to tell you my measurements.
Okay.
Move along.
So, let's see. He's looking forward to having a family, but prefers a woman without children. It's not that a relationship...
Everybody prefers a woman without children. I would wish I was a woman without children.
Same. Everyone prefers everyone without children. Come on.
Hard
should
agree,
just go without.
dude.
I feel like that should go without saying. Like, you'd prefer that. You'll take them if they have children, but you'd prefer it if they didn't. You don't need to say that. That's just kind of universal. If you say, I'm looking for a woman with children, that's weird.
Creepy.
That's really
Big
fucking
red
weird.
flag.
Yeah.
No, you can't coach their little league team after 2 days.
Do not let that person into your
Back
life
off.
at all.
Yeah.
It's not that a relationship with children involved wouldn't work. It's just much harder to make it work. No shit, Sherlock.
Duh. We're having a hard time making things work with our kids.
And they're my children, and I still... Oh, yeah. What's he learned from past relationships? That sometimes, if things don't work, it's nobody's fault. It's just chemistry. I mean, yeah. Sometimes things just don't work, but it's...
But if you know it ahead of time, you could save yourself a whole lot of grief.
You really could, yeah. I mean, the chemistry thing you can kind of feel right away. Like, that's...
Like, a woman knows in the first, 3 minutes if she's even going to ever give the guy a time of day.
Totally. Yeah, which is why the whole...
But there are some times that I forced it because I knew we looked good on paper, and then I always regretted it. I'm like, oh, this makes sense on paper. Like, I should like him. So I kept going out with them in hopes that I would force the feeling. But
that's impossible.
Trust it.
Like, you can't... You like what you like. That's all there is to it. Like, you look at somebody, I can tell you immediately after talking with that person, and it's not just about looks either. Like, somebody can look great, and the minute they open their mouth...
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm just like, whoa, you just dropped on the ugly scale, because I can't... This shit coming out of your mouth.
Well, that is honestly the benefit of online dating, is you've already bypassed that.
Yeah. But...
Because you've had conversations, you've talked to them on the phone, whatever.
Once you've had that, I can tell you immediately if this is somebody I want to deal with or not. Yep. Like, you're not
there was this one guy, he was super hot. He owned his own business. I liked him, whatever. But I had a phone conversation with him, and he said something, and then he was like, that was a joke. And then he started laughing. I'm like, oh.
Oh, that's weird. No.
If you have to explain it's a joke, first of all.
I mean, it is funnier, but I feel like that guy wasn't joking. That was just trying
he was trying. I didn't laugh where I was supposed to.
That's like a Trump move. Like, if the person doesn't laugh, then, like, maybe he was being serious, but then when he found out you didn't like that, then it was a joke. Like Trump does, where he says something shitty, but then people don't like it, so then he's like, but I was being sarcastic.
But I made fun of your ugly baby. Well, no, it was just something like, it was not even funny. It was just like a normal whatever, just a normal comment. And then he was like, that was a joke.
That's weird. That's very weird.
I'm like, you don't announce your jokes. No. You're either funny or you aren't.
Yeah.
Like,
If they don't laugh, it wasn't that funny. And just move on because you're going to be embarrassed about it. So, okay.
Yeah, too bad. He was real hot.
Yeah. I get it. Off-work hours are filled with myriad interests spanning tennis, bowling, golf, spectator sports, photography, fine dining, music, people, and exploring new places. All
so
things I despise.
Up a dictionary of activities.
Yeah.
And just like copy.
Yep. I like all of these things. Like, I just, oh God. Final words.
Guy.
I'm ready. I'm looking for a lifelong partnership, and I will respond to all letters. You sound kind of desperate there, Chuck. That sounds a little desperate.
Yeah, he's real desperate.
Don't do that.
So the thing is, his picture looks desperate.
Very.
His words sound desperate. I kind of think he's still single.
I feel like he's desperate. I feel like he never found that special someone. Maybe I'm wrong. It says, even if it doesn't work out romantically, I love friends. The last sentence says, Chuck is a genuinely nice guy.
I believe that.
This guy is now an
honestly
incel.
Believe.
I guarantee you, this dude is now an incel because...
Yes. So the thing is, I believe it, that he is genuinely a nice guy. He is the guy that you can call at midnight to catch the bird that flew into your house.
Or the bat.
While you and your boyfriend are making out on the couch. Like, he will come and catch that bird, and he's like, anything else you want, sweetheart? And you're like, no, I'm good. Actually, no, I want some Wendy's. And he will throw the bird outside, go get Wendy's, bring it back for you and your boyfriend.
See, I disagree. I feel like this is the guy who is on the internet right now complaining because that bitch is always looking for the wrong guy. And if she just knew that the right guy was right here, like, I'm the actual nice guy. But no, she's got to always go with those guys that are just going to totally fuck her over, and she can't see that I'm sitting right here. I'm the perfect guy.
Because he's the one that she calls in the middle of the night.
Stuck in the friend zone.
That's the same person.
Totally stuck in the friend zone. That bitch that's him. He's on the internet doing that right at this moment. And he's old doing it, too.
He's got some neck beard action.
Yeah, totally. No. It's really sad, Chuck. You totally let yourself go.
I hope he learns how to put on a jacket.
I would think so. I mean, it looks sunny out, to be fair. But if it's sunny out, don't carry the jacket with you. Why do you have this jacket in the first place? There's no reason for it.
Oh, I was so excited. I got to wear my jean jacket yesterday.
Nice.
So excited.
I get to wear jackets all the times now.
70.
Jesus Christ. It dropped down to 40 here. In fact, it's super, super windy out right now, and I'm just...
It's getting colder. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more than a jacket.
Yeah, probably.
Soon, so.
I'm getting to that point in the season where I'm just cold all the time. All the time, no matter what. Nothing makes me warm. I'm just bone cold constantly, So anyway, those were our two bachelors for this week.
Guys.
I have tacos
Artie,
to
we're
make.
putting a pin in him because actually I kind of like him.
Look him up. He can't be that hard to find.
Circle back around. I'll just look up Magic Artie.
I was going to say, look up Artie, Magician, New Jersey. I'm sure you'll find him. I'm curious. Let's do a follow-up on that one because I want to see what he did with himself. I think that would be super fun. So if you like this show, or even if you don't, you should subscribe to us on all of the social media places. We are at Date Me Pod.
I Date Me Pod.
Yep, we're in all the places, and we're in the show notes because I make meticulous.
Having issues with Instagram, but that's just I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we get it. We have a Twitter, and I'm terrible at that, but I put everything in the show notes because I spend way too much time on them because I have a problem. So look at the show notes. I've got everything in there. You don't even need to remember where to go. All the links are there. So tell your friends because we're funny. God damn it. But nobody's going to know if they don't listen. So you have to share us with your friends.
Oh my God.
I think that's it. I don't know. You got anything else?
Yeah, I think that's it. No, we'll have a closing at some point.
Closing, closer, closing. Insert close here. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. I'll see you next time.
Then I'm going to go. Bye.
Bye. You know what? Cancel that. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I just realized I don't have my internet Ethernet cord plugged in, which makes it a little bit less likely that the internet will die